Hey everybody, welcome to Lesser Saints Discord. Every Friday, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We have a show that we do here on Twitch. You can watch the VODs on YouTube.
Who's
Allegedly.
Farming Girl? Ooh,
No
who's
idea.
Farming Girl? Chat.
I cannot believe you just fucking did that. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I should be, but I'm not. I have no shame.
You disgust me.
Yeah,
I disgust me, so it's okay.
Ooh,
No,
there's
that's
a new
not how
name.
that
Let's
works.
point them out and make sure they never chat and participate. Ooh.
So much for growth opportunities.
Yeah. Let's just watch the participants like a hawk, and every time there's a new name, we'll call them out and make them feel singled out. Yeah. Also, hey.
Well, we've also got meta views, which I am pretty sure is a
Is a bot.
Yep.
Maybe. I don't judge.
No sweat off my wing nuts.
I think it's for analytics is why those channels exist.
No idea.
Because like all they do is like they're channels that just like watch other channels. No idea how it works. I know it's automated though. Hey, Vampire is here.
Yeah, I'm seeing what's going on. I actually went to their channel and I'm waiting for the fucking ads to be done.
Mm-hmm.
I got another 10 seconds on this ad.
Oh,
Which I think is for Fortnite, but I don't know.
Skull, I might be free to hang out tomorrow. I don't know. Depends on what time.
That reminds
Hey,
me, we
Vampire,
still need to
yes,
watch
happy Friday
Highlander.
indeed. TGIF, everybody. TGIF.
Oh no, it's some guy just playing. I don't know, maybe it is Dead by Daylight or something like that. I don't know what he's
Alright.
playing.
Cool.
But I don't know why they're viewing our channel.
I don't know, maybe we're just background noise.
Yeah. I play with background noise all the time.
Just like, what's a random fucking thing that I can click on real quick?
Couple
this'll
of-
do.
It's just 3 dildos talking shit.
Are you calling
Way
me
to
fake?
assume my fucking identity there, Rimshee.
Are you calling me
dick.
fake there, Rimshee? Is that what you're doing?
Dildos aren't fake.
They're
They're
not
artificial. But they're not fake.
They're fake dicks. I'm a real dick.
They're not fake dicks, they're artificial dicks.
You calling me artificial? What's the difference?
It's mainly an FDA distinction, but
The FDA doesn't have any jurisdiction over dildos.
that you're aware of.
They're not foods or drugs. Does okay, hold on. I have to.
They do go in your mouth though.
I fucking made him fuck it up. Success!
Yeah, the FDA does not regulate sex toys.
Obviously.
Because they are not considered to be medical devices.
No, that's vibrators.
Sex toys in general.
Vibrators were medical
Wait.
devices back in the day.
Wait, hold on. The FDA does, however,
Mhm.
regulate genital devices that have a medical purpose, such as vibrators, intended for therapeutic use. So they do regulate vibrators. Learn something new.
Suck on it.
It's like, is that dildo battery powered? No. Okay then.
I got my eye on you. You put batteries.
No,
in that
no,
thing,
it
I'm
plugs
coming.
into a wall outlet.
If you put batteries in that thing, I'm coming.
I love this show sometimes.
Oh, I did not know dildos were regulated by the FDA.
No, dildos are not. Vibrators are. Different.
Sorry, vibrators are regulated by the FDA.
Hello, Larry.
There's a bit in there. I gotta write that down.
It's complicated, Larry. You would have had to have been here.
Just understand that they're regulated by the FDA, and dildos aren't. So attach a dildo to a drill or a roto hammer, and you're good. Because it's still not a vibrator.
It's like bypassing the ATF with a piece of string.
Although that makes me wonder, do they regulate penis pumps?
Ooh.
Probably. They're considered medical devices, technically.
Yeah, like they're used for therapeutic purposes.
Low G helps you wee. No, low pressure.
Yes, penis pumps are regulated by the FDA.
This is great.
Yeah. Well, speaking of shit to shove in people's holes. Yay for shit.
I sense a segue.
It's a shitty segue if it is.
Penis pumps are classified as a Class 2 medical device.
What's the distinction?
I don't know.
This has been the more you know segment of the show.
I don't know if the more you know segment is over yet.
Yeah. Class 2 medical devices are those devices that have a moderate to high risk to the patient and or user. Okay.
Interesting.
Alright, hold on.
Penis pumps are a moderate to high risk.
Like, I'm just imagining some fucking FDA field agent. It's just like, we got a high risk pump here. Please advise.
Yeah, so a class 1 medical device are those devices that have a low to moderate risk to the patient or user. So I guess, I don't know, probably vibrators.
I don't know. I think vibrators might be in class 2, considering all the fuckery that we've seen happen with them on this show.
Yeah.
I say if you really want to get off, just attach a dildo to a roto hammer and put it on the spin and hit setting.
Like, that's the thing though, is like, one has to question, it's like, do these classifications, like, do they factor in as like, okay, this might not be that dangerous by itself, but people are stupid.
Yeah, that's pretty much what class 1s are. And then class 2 is like, people are still kind of stupid, so this is a even the not as stupid people, there's a possibility of them hurting themselves with this. And then class 3 is like, just let the medical professionals handle it.
Yeah, don't touch the defibrillator, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't ask me what I've done with a defibrillator.
Enema kits are a class 1 though. Huh.
Yeah, that's a subject I don't want to get into.
It's a very
Bedpans
shitty
are a
one.
class 1 medical device.
I don't know, Larry, like, depending on what kind of vacuum you got, I don't think that's an experiment you want to try out.
Wait, some pregnancy test kits are class 2 medical devices.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how this shit works. I don't work for the FDA, allegedly.
I don't work for the FDA anymore.
Well, it's a good thing I'm a doctor.
Yeah.
So I can pump your penis, guys, safely.
He's so skilled he doesn't need a device.
Yeah.
Trained professional.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's...
You ever been on the receiving end of a Bulgarian bar mitzvah?
Have you guys ever seen Turkish oil wrestling?
You haven't?
I'm just saying it's a thing.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me considering camel beauty contests are a thing.
Well, Turkish oil wrestling, they're just like shoving their hands down each other's pants the entire time while they're all oiled up. Pretty interesting.
Oh, look, it's a cat. Oh, hi, cat.
It's a Kotzen laddie.
All right. Well.
Yeah.
Say something in German, it'll sound angry.
Just to give her a bit of context before we move on. Cats, did you know that penis pumps and vibrators are regulated by the FDA? True story.
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me, she says. Fair enough.
Yeah.
She knows a few things because she's seen a few things.
So we're going to talk about plots to blow up car thieves.
Yeah. Rimshee, you brought us this article, so why don't you do it?
It's a doozy. It's a good one.
All the better then.
It's a video and a little bit of text. And hopefully this shit doesn't play a goddamn ad. Ah, cool.
Okay.
And it's playing. Watch. Man rigs flashbang in truck
Oh,
to deter
shit.
break-ins. A Louisiana man rigged a flashbang to deter people from breaking into his truck, and the incident was caught on video. The man, who asked to remain anonymous, said he is tired of his truck getting broken into. He rigged a flashbang inside his truck that would trigger the moment someone broke in. Surveillance shows that the flashbang went off while someone broke into his truck in New Orleans. The video shows a man breaking the glass of his truck and crawling inside. Shortly after, the person entered the truck. A flashbang can be seen. The person who broke into the truck jumps out and runs away.
There's a new study out that
Oh, shut up.
suggests the
Yeah, like in that slow-mo shot that they had right there, I'm pretty sure you could see that dude's soul exit his anus.
For a moment, yeah.
Oh yeah.
The man who rigged the flashbang said he understands this wasn't the best way to go about deterring car burglaries. But what was
But it is
with-
entertaining.
It is. But he was frustrated with how often his truck was broken into. New Orleans Police Department released the following statement about the incident. While we understand the frustration our citizens have with crime, rigging an explosive device to detonate inside a vehicle is illegal and a bad idea, according to the statement. Not only is there a risk of an injury to yourself and others, there could be serious legal ramifications for everyone involved. Maybe if you fucking did your job.
It's like, we understand that we're useless fucks and that you people are getting tired of it, but actually, no, we're not. We're still not going to do anything about it.
Alright, I'm refreshing
Yeah,
this
that's
because I don't
fine.
want to stare at her face. I want the truck.
Yeah. So that's fun, guys. Don't rig explosives in your car.
Unless
Bad
you're...
idea. Okay.
It's a bad idea. But if you happen to do it, make sure there's a camera on the scene so we can laugh.
Yeah. I wonder how many times this truck got broken into before he did that. Has to be at least 10.
Has to be...
Yeah.
I don't know about 10. I would have done it after 2.
My thing is I wonder where the grenade actually is.
You know what?
Looks like it's.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's set up so that when the guy enters the center console, because that looks like what he's going for,
Yeah, it looks
it
like
goes off.
It looks like it comes from the center console.
Yeah.
It was probably rigged when you open up the center console. It pulls the pin.
Yeah, the spoon flies off and you gotta enjoy.
Yeah, because like, even though like it's not like high explosives or anything, like, fucking being in that close proximity with a flash grenade can fuck you up bad.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that guy was not able to hear shit. Guaranteed. Like, those are supposed to disorient you in like a normal sized room. That's in a truck cab with his head basically right next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm amazed he got back into his car without falling over.
Like, let's watch that again. That's great.
He skips over
Oh.
before he breaks the window.
Oh, this is another big day. I got a big payday. Fuck yeah. Oh, shit.
It's like there's that brief moment where you see his soul leave him. Oh, he wasn't the one driving. Okay.
Yeah.
Just fucking throwing himself in the passenger. It's like, what happened, man? What happened? It's like, fucking rednecks is bombing us.
I can't see. I can't see.
Watch for the clench. It's like he fell out of the window. Not
Yeah.
slid out, fell out. Oh man,
I'm amazed he landed on his feet.
Yeah, that's fun.
Shouldn't be fucking around with other people's shit.
Dude, that's just too beautiful of a video, but we should probably move on.
Yeah. Speaking of explosives,
Oh yes.
sir, you want to take this one?
I will.
Jabel's actually put in work today and organized these, so we know what's what.
Mm-hmm.
Coming to us from KFBK, 2 rocket launchers found in dumpster near California middle school.
What a waste of rocket launchers.
I wish I had
Like-
found those.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like, this
if I
is-
was in middle school,
I was gonna
I found
say,
some
like-
rocket launchers in a dumpster.
Like this is literally a fucking Grand Theft Auto weapon spawn.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you want the fucking heat-seeking rocket launcher? It's behind the dumpster near the Cluckin' Bell on that side of town.
Wrapped in the
Yeah,
whoopee.
I was excited when I saw somebody throw out some porn in a dumpster when I was in middle school. Imagine if I found some rocket launchers and porn. Oh. Shooting all sorts of loads.
Construction workers were shocked to discover a pair of rocket launchers in a dumpster near Margarita Middle School in Temecula, California. The dumpster
Also-
was about...
Also, it's a pair. It's not just one, which is really weird.
Well, each one of... This specific one, it's a single use. You fired and then you get rid of the launcher.
Yeah, these are single-time use.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, you can rearm them. It just takes a lot more effort than a field individual can do. So they're
Okay.
designed to be fired once, and then you run it over with the armored vehicle or the tank, or you happen to already be at a base and pass it back.
Originally, they didn't crush them in field, but they had to start doing that when insurgents used them to make fucking roadside bombs.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Anyway, that's got nothing to do with our current article. Tangentially related at best. The dumpster was about 300 feet from the school. The Riverside County Sheriff's bomb squad was called to the scene and determined that the AT-4 launchers were expended and not capable of firing. Oh
Wait,
man.
what?
This is why you crush them before you throw them in there. You don't want the middle schoolers to make roadside bombs out of these.
Yeah.
They also found a practice grenade in the dumpster as well.
I'd love to have a practice grenade.
What's It just doesn't blow up? Is that the only difference?
No, it's essentially it's the same shape and weight of the body of an actual grenade, but it's set up so that you throw the detonator of a regular grenade in there. You secure it on there so that you can pull the pin, throw it, and the spoon flies off, and when it hits, the initial detonator goes off, but since there's no compound B in there, it doesn't blow up like a grenade, and
Oh, okay.
it's a lot safer.
Well,
Yeah.
that's fun.
Let's see. Authorities said that there was
a bunch of Russians, so we just got real grenades. Sorry.
Hey, I've thrown a grenade before. It is terrifyingly fun.
Yeah, if you guys get a chance, throw some grenades sometime. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's just like that's the rule that's the main thing that they teach you when you're in boot and you get to that point. It's just like once it's out of your hand, Mr. Grenade is no longer your friend.
Yeah, don't let go of that spoon until you're ready to go the fuck down to the ground and get the fuck away from it.
And make sure everybody else around you knows what's happening.
Yeah.
Authorities said that there was no threat to the school. Well, yeah, they're just fiberglass tubes, basically. Investigators traced the weapons to Christopher Whetstone, 41. He was taken into custody and charged with grand theft, tampering with a motor vehicle, possession of tear gas, and other charges.
What was this guy doing?
Where's that story? What?
What the fuck? He was not charged for possession of the rocket launchers or the practice grenade. Was that because they were in the dumpster? They said they traced them back to him.
Oh, keep reading.
It is unclear how Whetstone came into possession of the weapons.
No,
or if he was legally allowed to own them.
You skipped a sentence.
Where?
He was not charged for possession
You
of
just
the
said
rocket
that.
launchers and back.
I said that.
Oh, you
Yeah.
did? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I said that, like, he was not charged for possession of the rocket launchers or the practice grenade, and I'm like, is that because they were in the dumpster?
I missed it. Whatever.
I mean, like, they used them. They traced them back to him, so I don't know how that
He had
works.
them registered or something, probably.
I don't think you can get registry for an AT4.
I looked into it. You can.
You can.
Damn, I need an AT4.
Yeah, because I was curious about that too. Yeah, if you click on his name, there's a whole NPR article where they talk about if it's legal or not.
Yeah. Anyway, it is unclear how Whetstone came into possession of weapons or if he was legally allowed to own them. Officials said that it is generally not legal to own rocket launchers and that they must be disposed of properly. We urge the public to call law enforcement if these items are found or if you would like to dispose of them legally. Oftentimes, they are found when clearing out a past relative's belongings. We would be happy to come make sure they are safe and dispose of them properly. / return to the military, the bomb squad wrote on Facebook.
Fuck off.
Yeah, don't call.
That's.
If you find a fucking rocket launcher in your crazy uncle's stash, don't call the police about that.
Yeah, that's hanging
If
on
anything,
my wall
call-
like a fine piece of art.
If you call anyone, call a fucking museum.
If you call anyone, call your friend Skeeter. 'Cause he'll have some ideas.
You know what? Call
If
me.
it hasn't been
Call
fired
me.
yet, arrange a fucking trip with your friends.
Yeah, if it hasn't been fired yet, arrange a camping trip.
Or go out to international waters.
Well, arrange
Just
it.
No, you want to
get
like
like a shitty boat or a car from a junkyard that you can blow up.
Yeah.
Or like find a stump. Just find a stump out in the woods and paint a target on it.
Yeah, we don't need this stump no more.
That's one way to get rid of it.
Well, you know, they said we couldn't chop down the tree. I wonder if they'll have anything to say if we blow up what would have been its stump.
Yeah. And that just reminds me, if there was a period in history where you could just go to your local hardware store and buy dynamite.
Or blowing up a stump, usually.
You didn't even have to have a license for this shit. It's just like, I need some dynamite. Okay, it's in that aisle.
Man, I miss the good old days. I miss that I didn't live through them. Imagine back in the day when you could actually get a Tommy gun, full auto, delivered to your door by mail. U.S. Postal Service.
From Sears and Roebuck.
No background check.
Not just that, like fucking, like Clyde Barrow managed to get a fucking BAR.
I actually have an old Sears and Roebuck catalog from like 1914.
Nice.
Yeah, no, you could buy a house. They would just send you all the pieces and instructions on how to put it together.
That's when
Not even kidding.
That's when pre-assembled homes first started becoming a thing. Well,
Yeah.
prefabricated is what I meant to
Well,
say.
no, they did all the minor. It was still wood made out of lumber and shit.
Like I said, like prefabricated.
Yeah,
They basically send it in prefabricated pieces, and you put it together yourself.
yeah. So like all the little stuff was put together, so you just put together the big chunks.
Yeah, like it's all meant to go together in a certain way. You just have to
Yeah.
follow the instructions.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a lot simpler than trying to do it yourself.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things in that catalog. I should try to find it again. I found it in one of those free libraries.
No one died in this story. Can't necessarily say the same about the next one.
Oh, yeah, the next one. Coming to us from O.J. Simpson's Spirit Animal. The novelist who wrote How to Murder Your Husband is now on trial for murdering her husband.
No!
This has a lot of If I Did It vibes. You're supposed to wait till after the trial to write the book, honey. That's a
fucking idiot.
Alright.
Oh, the opening to this article is great already.
Yeah, thanks, Johnny Diamond. Imagine that. A few years after Nancy Crompton Brophy, a self-published romance novelist, wrote an essay called How to Murder Your Husband, her husband was found shot to death in his classroom at the Oregon Culinary Institute in Portland.
Damn.
Another school shooting. While that essay might have been a little bit of a red flag to investigators, the trial judge has deemed it inadmissible as evidence on the grounds that it might prove prejudicial. It depends on what was written in there, honestly.
Yeah.
I think. Nonetheless, sounds like the case is pretty solid, as there were no signs of struggle or theft in the murder, and Brophy's minivan was seen arriving at and leaving the scene around the time of the shooting. And the alleged motive? As old as time, greed. Brophy would have stood to collect a $1.4 million life insurance policy, which reminds me of one of the first rules of spouse murdering. Do not write an essay about how to murder your spouse. The trial, which began yesterday, is expected to last 7 weeks, and I only hope that somewhere out there someone is writing a 6-episode screenplay and that Olivia Colman is set to star. Yeah. So, she might have done it.
Also, we have a comment from Schmutzy. I'm honestly surprised they took this to trial, as I don't see any outcome besides guilty. That's how the justice system works, dumbass.
Yeah, hey, dummy dumb. Everyone has
You gotta go to
fair
trial.
Yeah. And you may think that that's ridiculous in this circumstance, but if you ever get in trouble yourself, you'll be happy that it happened.
Yeah. We have rules for a reason.
Constitutional rights. Yeah. So that's
Man,
fun. Do
that
you
was
guys
a
think she did
brain
it?
fucking comments.
We need to keep up on this story. We'll check back in 2 months.
Or if you must write if you must write a story about how to murder, don't make it obvious that it's you.
Yeah. Yeah, publish it under a pseudonym or something at least.
Oh, okay, Larry. What is it you have?
Yeah, what you got, Larry?
They're vetting.
Because we're going to be riding this death train for at least one more article.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that one.
I don't get it.
Ink. INC. You lost me, Larry.
Just around the river bend. Ah! This tweet combines two of our usual topics. Food and ass. What
Wait,
was
what
the
tweet?
tweet?
I mean, technically you don't have to give us anything, Larry, but we appreciate it all the same. 50 bones.
Yeah, Rimshee, could you pull that up?
Yeah, one moment. Oh, I've got to carry my son somewhere.
Cats, that's debatable.
So what am I pulling up? Our next article?
Whatever Larry said.
I can't pull it up.
Okay, well, can you DM it to me or something so I can pull it up and look at it?
I don't have it. It was in the Streamlabs.
Okay, well, jeez. That means I gotta do a bunch of stuff to pull up the Streamlabs.
Larry making us work.
Larry says he sent a DM.
On Twitter? Yeah, okay. I'll post it in live show.
Alright. Let's have a look here.
Breakfast par excellence. Tofu, corn, seeds, and spices. No meat. No intensive farming methods. No cooking. Just a few vinegar strokes to season. This is the future of food.
Okay, Jables. What? You said you'd post it. Where is it?
Oh, hold on. One second.
Jables is slow at times.
Well, no, I thought I had the link copied, but I didn't.
Yeah, I'm not putting that on screen.
Join our Discord, everybody. I'll post it in general.
Yeah, that one's a little risky.
Yeah.
I don't remember eating corn.
Corn. What is corn?
I have to believe that that's ironic.
Whatever allows you to sleep at night. I guarantee you someone's taking that seriously either way.
Oh, it's just mycoprotein. It's a plant
What it is
protein developed from a natural microfungus called well, if we're going to talk about funguses,
Yeah, now that you guys mentioned that.
Now that you guys mentioned funguses, I think we should just pop over to this other one.
You mind if I do this one?
Go for it.
Okay, entering the nightmares section of the show now. Coming to us from the Jerusalem Post. Magic mushrooms begin growing in man's blood after injecting shroom tea. Many mistakes were made. The man was discovered by his family days later. He had jaundice, nausea, diarrhea, extreme confusion, unclear whether that was due to the mushrooms or not, and was vomiting blood. A 30-year-old man was hospitalized with severe and bizarre symptoms after he injected himself with a tea made with psilocybin, magic mushrooms, in an ill-advised attempt to self-medicate. Doctors detailed in a case report which was published on Monday in the Journal of the Academy of Consultation Liaison Psychiatry. Yeah, quick little safety tidbit for you guys. Don't get fungus anywhere near anything that is warm, moist, and nutrient dense. Like your bloodstream.
Yeah. Yeah, this reminds me of a Jeff Tate bit. See, I'm a drug user, so I know the rules. They can arrest you for drugs in your pocket, not if they're in your body. This takes it to another fucking level.
fucking Shanma in the chat. You can't be arrested for drug possession if you are the drugs.
Yeah.
According to the man's family, prior to the hospitalization, he had stopped taking medication for bipolar disorder type 1, always a good start, after which his moods began to swing wildly between manic and depressive states. After doing a little not very thorough research online about the practice of microdosing mushrooms as a potential therapeutic for both depression and opioid dependence, the man decided to experiment himself. Okay, when you're microdosing with mushrooms, you're not injecting it!
Yeah. You're ingesting it. Very different. No, it's only a couple letters different, but...
However, while there have been several studies which link mushrooms and LSD to relieving symptoms of depression, anxiety, and addiction, all studies have so far been done in controlled settings with the drugs taken orally, not intravenously.
Yeah.
While mushroom tea is traditionally considered a safe way to ingest the drug, the man in this case took the unusual step of drawing the tea through cotton to prepare it for intravenous injection. Due to the poor filtering power of cotton, the man likely injected directly into his blood much larger than normal amounts of psilocybin, while also injecting himself with a good amount of likely bacteria-ridden water. Oh god.
For those that don't know, when you're doing heroin, you take a little water and you like cook it up with what's essentially concentrated opium in a spoon, and then you use cotton to filter out the chunks, so you're not squirting chunks into your body, but all the fluid is still usable. So I think this person had a heroin addiction and was like, I can just shoot up mushrooms.
And he was bipolar on top of it. He was brought to the ICU as his lungs and kidneys had already begun to fail. His liver had suffered an acute injury, and his pulse was high due to septic shock, infection related to dilation of blood vessels, which causes reduced oxygen flow to the brain. In the hospital, doctors found mysterious blood clots, which they said required further investigation. After taking cultures from the man's blood, the team was shocked to find that the species of mushroom he had injected was now growing in his blood.
Who needs sunlight?
Yeah, part of the thing with psilocybin, I
think
it has
this
to
is
go
how
through
The Last
the
of Us
digestive
started.
tract for it to really be activated.
I was going to say, it's like, I think this might have been how The Last of Us started.
He's patient zero.
In the
This
hospital,
is how you get the flood from Halo.
yeah. I was reminded of Halo and got sad. Anyway, in the hospital, doctors found. Oh wait, I already read that part. The team also explained that due to the vast injuries the man had incurred, it was not clear whether the extreme confusion he experienced was due to the psychoactive effects of the drug. It is unclear whether active intravascular infection with a psychoactive fungus, such as psilocybe cubonis, may prompt persistent psychoactive effects as seen with ingestion of the same species, which could further contribute to changes in perception and cognition, the report reads. The man was released after 22 days in the hospital, connected to a ventilator, and has since been put on a steady regimen of 2 courses of antibiotics and 1 antifungal treatment. Dear God.
Yeah.
He's a special kind of stupid.
He's more mushroom than man now.
This reminds me of a story of an artist buddy of mine wanted to pitch about how the whole premise of the story, it's like a post-apocalyptic thing where funguses took over the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember all the details about it because this was like 10 or 12 years ago that he pitched it. It sounded like a great idea. He had all the art drawn up for it too.
Yeah. And I said, then The Last of Us comes out. It's like, God damn it!
No, it was going to be a fun, like, goofy cartoon, like Adventure Time-esque.
Ah, I see.
Well, you know, psilocybin, doesn't that usually grow on cow shit?
Well, yeah, that's just a good place. Mushrooms just sort of take hold and manure.
So what you're telling me is this guy was full of shit.
No, that's not how that works, but yeah, sure. He'd probably eat that fucking monstrosity that Larry sent us.
Yeah. Would this qualify for a new episode of Monsters Inside Me? So, where are we off to next?
Well, still want to do nightmare shit?
Yeah, sure, we can keep on nightmare stuff.
We can talk about the corpse.
No, that's just funny.
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, we could always talk about the corpse. Something a little lighter.
Yeah.
We're fucked up. The corpse is the thing to lighten the mood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone died. Let's joke about it.
Rapper Gunu corpse propped up in nightclub on display during funeral. Yeah. What a shitty name, Gunu. Rapper Gunu was quite literally front and center at his own funeral, with his body propped up on display in a club. 24-year-old's funeral, named The Final Show, was held at Bliss nightclub in Washington, D.C. Sunday, and footage from inside the building appears to show the rapper's embalmed corpse overlooking the crowd, fully dressed up and wearing a crown. Yeah.
There he is.
Fuck off, TMZ.
Yeah. Yeah,
TMZ is
that's
trash.
fun. The audience reaction is pretty mixed. Some are dancing along to the music, while others are stone-faced staring at the dead body in front of them. Bliss Nightclub said they weren't made aware of the tribute ahead of time, according to 2Fab, and have apologized to anyone offended.
Whose idea was this?
His family's.
Ah,
The club is still investigating if the body was real or not, or if any legal ramifications are possible. Gunu, real name Markel Moro, was found with fatal gunshot wounds a few weeks ago in District Heights parking lot. His family believes he was the victim of an armed robbery. His mother says the artist gave up everything the suspect wanted, but he was still shot in the back. Prince George's County PD is offering a $25,000 reward for any info that would lead to a conviction or arrest.
This is why just give them the money, give them what they want, and they'll leave you alone, is not a real way to protect yourself.
I'd imagine like 70% of the time it is.
Do you really want to play the odds on being within that 30? I sure as fuck don't.
I'll give him my shit as a point of distraction and then fight him, but like... Yeah.
yeah. Country music star Joe Diffie once wrote a song, "Prop Me Up Beside the Jukebox If I Die." I don't think this is what he meant.
Yeah, by the way, guys, do something like this with me. Because I'm dying before both of you. We all know this. I make terrible choices. That's...
Put it in your mouth.
So, yeah.
Put it in your mouth.
Put what in my mouth?
The banana.
Yeah, I don't know. Weekend at Bernie's me.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be rich and famous.
None of you fuckers are getting anywhere close to my body. I'm getting incinerated.
Yeah, just throw me in the woods and leave me for the wolves after you're done partying with me. That's all.
Nah, but what? If we embalm you, we can't throw you to the wolves. That would be bad for the wolves.
Got a couple days before I start. Yeah. So. You know what, Crab? Go for it. Yeah, use my body as a speedboat.
We all know Crab's gonna use you for his own sick personal pleasures if he gets a hold of your body.
Yeah, I don't really care. I'll be dead.
Oh, it has nothing to do with you. It has more to do with Crab and his sick, twisted fantasies.
Yeah.
I mean, for fuck's sake. He's gonna put you through a PowerPoint presentation on some obscure fucking wrong think point.
Yeah, by the way, any necrophiliacs out there, feel free to have your way with my body when I'm dead. Go for it. I'm consenting now, so I don't have to later. Because I won't be able to. I said it on a Twitch stream. Is that legally binding?
No.
Oh, shit. Sorry, guys.
It has to be affirmative consent at the time of the act.
What if I implant a little voice box so when you push my belly it says I consent?
Fucking equip you with a drawstring.
All I can think of now is Jabel's walking around and people poking him in the belly and I consent. Alright, buddy, it's time for me to have my way.
It's just like, there's a snake in my... Ah, fuck, wrong line.
It's fucking great. Yeah.
Oh, damn. We've gotten almost an hour and we've covered multiple articles. That hasn't happened in a while.
I know, right? Looking at the time, let's do another fun one.
Yeah.
Skip ahead to the paralyzed man.
Yeah, this should be more uplifting.
Alright.
Rimshee, you want to take this one?
Sure. Paralyzed man communicates for first words in months using brain implant. I want a beer.
I mean, yeah, that seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Locked in ALS patient also asked to listen to Tool loud and ordered a curry.
Which,
Oh,
by the
fucking
way,
bullshit. Register for free to continue reading. Fuck you, Independent.
oh, it's not making me do that.
It hasn't hit me with it yet.
No, you're using,
cool. Brave.
Yeah, it's the browser. Yeah, which browser are you using?
Brave.
Weird. I'm using Brave.
I hit the not right now and it let me get past. Alright.
Okay, yeah.
A completely paralyzed man who was left unable to communicate for months after losing the ability to even move his eyes has used a brain implant to ask his caregivers for a beer. Composing sentences at a rate of just one character per minute, the man also asked to listen to the band Tool loud, requested a head massage from his mother, and ordered a curry, all through the power of thought. Just slower and more complicated than most people.
Yeah.
The man, who is now 36, had 2 square electrode arrays surgically implanted into his brain to facilitate communication in March 2019. After being left in a locked-in state as a result of amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or ALS. People suffering from the progressive neurodegenerative disease have an average life expectancy after diagnosis of 2 to 5 years, though they can live much longer. The late physicist Stephen Hawking lived another 55 years after his diagnosis. Relaying towards the end of his life on a communication device controlled by a single cheek muscle.
Yep.
Honestly, that's still pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna talk using a single cheek muscle.
Yeah, but now that we got these implants, like, this is just step one. It works. So now it can just be made better. We all know how technology works. Once somebody breaks the ground, it's just pitfalls and tunnels to, like, really dig deep and make it better. Find those diamonds.
Human knowledge has grown at an exponential rate.
Yep.
Until now,
on the shoulders of giants.
Until now, a brain implant has not been tested on a completely locked-in patient, and it was not known whether communication was even possible for people who had lost all voluntary muscular control. Ours is the first study to achieve communication by someone who has no remaining voluntary movement, and hence for whom the BCI is now the sole means of communication, said Dr. Jones Zimmerman, a senior neurologist at the Weiss Center. Why does Zimmerman sound so familiar? And don't tell me the guy involved in the fatal shooting of that teen in Florida. I feel like Dr. Zimmerman is something from a movie, and he's the villain or some shit.
Well, it is movie related. You know, very famous movie composer Hans Zimmerman.
Nick is saying Star Trek Voyager.
Yeah, that's probably what it's from. It's probably from Voyager.
By the way, guys, I don't need a brain implant. If I get ALS and I get totally locked in, give me a beer. Just,
Oh, he was
You
the
know.
scientist that created the emergency medical hologram, also known as the best character in Voyager.
hey, Crab gifted a tier 1 sub to Nick. 18 subs
Nice.
gifted on the channel. Thanks, Crab.
Thanks, Sean. Thanks, Nick.
Named after the executive producer. Got you.
All right.
We're not talking about Star Trek again. We're not getting started.
No, that's a
No,
full
we already
episode or
did a
no
whole-
episode.
Yeah, go back a couple weeks if you want to hear us talk about Star Trek.
We'll do it. Well, if we get started before the show again, 1 week down the way, we'll go for the whole show. But we're trying to avoid that because that's a lot. Anyway,
Yeah.
This
I'm
study
thinking about watching
answers-
Deep Space Nine. So.
this study answers a long-standing question about whether people with complete locked-in syndrome, who have lost all voluntary muscle control, including movement of the eyes or mouth, also lose the ability of their brains to generate commands for communication. Working with researchers at the Weiss Center for Bio and Neuroengineering in Geneva, Switzerland, the ALS patient consented to having the brain implant fitted when he still had the ability to use eye movements to communicate in 2018.
Man, they really got in under the wire on that one.
Yeah.
Why is there a gif of Boris Johnson?
It's for a quiz, apparently.
Hold on, I have to address this real quick. Crap, Star Wars is about action. Star Trek is about exploration.
And
Two
diplomacy.
Very different things. Yeah, two very different things. I don't think one's necessarily better than the other. Although
You can
pretty sure you
like
can
one
guess
better
which one.
than the other, but that doesn't
Yeah.
make it better.
Yeah,
I'm a
they're
bigger
different
Star Trek
things.
fan.
They just both happen to have star in the name and exist in space.
Also, Star Trek predates Star Wars.
Yeah.
It took
Yeah,
3 months of unsuccessful attempts before a configuration was achieved that allowed the patient to use brain signals to produce a binary response to a speller program answering yes or no when presented with letters. It took another 3 weeks to produce the first sentences, and over the next year the patient produced dozens of sentences. One of his earliest communications concerned his care, asking for his head to be kept in an elevated and straight position when there were visitors in the room.
Nice.
He also requested different kinds of food to be fed through his tubes, including goulash, soup, and sweet pea soup.
Ew.
For food, I want to have curry with potatoes, then bolognese and potato soup, one request stated. He was also able to interact with his 4-year-old son and wife, generating the message, "I love my cool son."
Oh, that's sweet.
I know the sentiment.
That's great.
You want a chupa, buddy?
Yeah.
The research was detailed in a study published this week in the journal Nature Communications. The study, titled Spelling Interface Using Intercortical Signals in a Completely Locked-In Patient Enabled via Auditory Neurofeedback Training, noted that BCI communication system can be used in a patient's home, with some sessions even being performed remotely via the patient's laptop. The science behind the brain-computer interface technology are now seeking funding to provide similar implants to other people with ALS, which will cost close to $500,000 over the first 2 years of use. This is an important step for people living with ALS who are being cared for outside the hospital environment, said George Kuvas, Chief Technology Officer at the Weiss Center. This technology benefiting a patient and his family in their own environment is a great example of how technological advancements in the BCI field can be translated to create direct impact.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think Elon Musk will probably do a lot of shit with this too, because he's doing the whole neural net thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're that much closer to a cyberpunk world.
I'm excited. Let me get a cool robot hand. I'll cut my hand off now.
Why are you trying to spin, Bubba? Ah!
I've said it before, you know, like, I fully embrace transhumanism. Like,
Yeah.
if I could replace my shitty, broken down organic feet with artificial ones that don't wear out and don't cause me pain, I'd do it in an instant.
Oh yeah.
I'd replace my right arm up to the shoulder, maybe including the shoulder.
What about your fucked up legs?
I thought that was a given.
Okay. Why your right arm up to the shoulder?
Because I like still having sensation in my left arm, and I don't want to risk losing that.
Okay. Why up to the shoulder though?
Because the shoulder's fucked.
Yeah.
My shoulder's fine.
Oh.
It's more it more depends on the ease of connecting the interface. Like if you need some of the arm remaining, I'd go as little as required below the shoulder. If you can replace all the way up to and including the shoulder joint, I'd be fine with that too.
Yeah, I agree, Crab. If I could upload my consciousness at some point, like, that would be an interesting prospect, but I would not be the first one to try it. It's like, I'm going to
Yeah.
let somebody else be the guinea pig.
Yeah.
I would not
want to
upload.
Idea. What was that, Rimshee?
I would not want to upload. As cool as Eternity sounds, it would fuck with your perspective and you'd lose your mind after a while.
Well, that's why you just have a built-in kill switch, so you can just be like, I'm done. Boop.
That's how people get around suicide laws in the future.
Like, that would be my caveat, is that, like, you know, like, it's like, I would do it, you know, just to, like, have experiences that I couldn't have in my regular physical body. But, like, if I ever got to the point where it's just like, yeah, I want out. I'm done. I want to have that fucking back door.
I'm with Pavros. If I were to do it, it'd be into an exo like from Destiny, or a synth like from a Generation 3 synth from Fallout. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'd want to move around and shit, for sure. Can't give... I have to give people high fives. It's part of my personality. If I can't give people high fives, it's not worth living.
But yeah, like, if I had the ability to, like, experience worlds, like, created from my own mind, fuck yeah, I would love to do that.
Ow!
Well, that's a little different. It's more of a
Ow!
virtual
You just
reality
hit me in the
concept.
eye, Bubba.
I hope they get some of that shit before I go.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going into my
I
old
hope it's
age
not owned
without
by
a
fucking
decrepit body.
Facebook. Fuck the metaverse shit. It's terrible.
Yeah, fuck the metaverse.
Yeah.
That's just a bad idea.
The metaverse is just overhyped VR chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. This VR chat you had to fucking pay for.
It's overhyped Second Life.
Yeah.
Pav, why are you getting mad about No Man's Sky?
That's a triple negative. Does that mean yes, man, Sky?
We
Or
know,
no?
we know two no's don't make a yes.
Never mind.
But
Not
two
making that
negatives
joke.
make a positive.
Very true, Shanma. Very true.
Wow, that was a stinky fart, Bubba.
We learned that commas are very important when somebody says, "Don't stop, please."
Also true.
It sounds like it. If you could, briefly.
Well, Pav, you should talk to Nick, because Nick's really been enjoying it.
I still haven't played No Man's Sky since it was improved.
Yeah, I heard it's finally the game that they promised.
Yeah. To their credit, the launch was, a bit of a disaster, and it was not what they said it was going to be. But they've stuck with it all this time, and have been making sure that it's what they originally told people it was going to be.
Yeah, they kind of got pressured by the gaming community to release it at that time, didn't they? Or I might be entirely wrong, because it was a while ago. By the way, some new leaks about GTA 6 have been coming out. I'm excited about that. It'll be released in about 20 years, probably.
And it's like, fuck, like Grand Theft Auto 5's been out for over a decade now.
Yeah. Well, they kept updating it because they finally nailed online play. So.
Well, I think people that play Grand Theft Auto Online might argue about that one.
Nah, I love it.
Just like, yeah, they keep adding things to it, and the game keeps breaking in more new, interesting ways.
Yeah.
Because the engine just can't fucking handle it anymore.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll tell you what game people should look into. Hard Space Shipbreaker.
What's that?
Actually, you know what? Goose put me onto to this game, but it's pretty fun. You're a you work for a company that breaks down used ships and recycles all the parts.
Recycling? Gross.
Oh, so
I'm not
basically,
a fucking wingnut.
I will go live with this game at some point this weekend, and I will tag you, Jables, so you can see what I'm talking about. But it's actually a lot of fun. It's essentially a puzzle game.
I
But-
do like puzzles.
One of the things is how to survive.
Have you guys seen that fucking new game that showed up on Steam not too long ago? Fucking Power Wash Simulator.
I love that game.
It's like, man, you can make just about anything into a video game if you have the audience for it. I mean, I guess it's not overly surprising, seeing as how massively popular things like Farm Simulator and like Euro Truck Simulator are. Yeah, just going around cleaning shit with your power washer.
Cool. I'm too busy playing Lego Harry Potter right now to really be worried about other games.
The Lego games have a charm to them.
I've been having a blast with the Harry Potter ones. And so I might get the Star Wars ones next.
Yeah, Shanma's offering to play with your Rimshee.
Play with me? Unfortunately, it sounds like they're not planning on making it a multiplayer game, but it's a good game. I will here. I'll get a link to the store page.
Yeah, Pav. I've been on a big Harry Potter thing lately. I'm rereading all the books, and I just rewatched all the movies. And then I saw that they were selling both Lego Harry Potter games, which cover all the 7 books, for like $5. So I was like, fuck yeah, that's a deal. Started playing it. It's fun. A lot of fun.
Neat.
Yeah, if you're interested on Writers Discord, we've got a thing set up where how long can you go without dying?
Cool.
It's been a lot of fun. I'm the only one of the participants who hasn't died yet, and that's mostly because I've been dealing with my son.
Yep, it comes for us all, though.
Adulthood? No. Only some of us.
I was talking about death.
Ah. Yeah, that comes for almost anyone.
Yeah, finally came for Betty.
Hey, Crab, maybe I'd follow you on Twitch if you hosted our
I'm
streams.
still pissed about that.
Who isn't? They took Betty instead of the Queen.
It's not fucking fair, man.
Wait, what are you guys talking about now?
Yes, Crab, almost anyone. It can take almost anyone. There are individuals.
Yeah, Keith Richards might be immortal.
Yeah. There's a possibility Keanu Reeves has already lived for hundreds, if not thousands of years.
Yeah, those paintings are really weird.
Yeah. I love his reaction to him. It's like, when he got told about it, he's like, really? Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah, it was the most, like... It sounded like bad acting.
Yeah. And we know he's a good actor.
Yeah. Yeah, when Keanu's gone, that's gonna be a sad time.
We're assuming he ever will be gone. Well,
Yeah,
okay,
well-
Keanu may be gone. He may be someone else.
Yeah. He'll be quote-unquote gone and then pop up again in like 30 years.
Maybe that's what's going on with Betty White.
Nah. By the way, comedian Dan Cummins did a full, like, 2.5 hour long breakdown of Betty White's life on his podcast Time Suck. Everybody go check that out. It was really interesting.
Yep. She was a hell of a character.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Bo Burnham's not in my Deadpool anymore. Not for at least another 8 years.
Mm.
I don't know who's in my Deadpool at this point.
Yeah, because, well, we had Bob Saget. That was unexpected. There's been a lot of unexpected ones that happened. Louis Anderson died.
Mm-hmm.
Louis Anderson.
Yeah, the whole joke around that is that Bob Saget took away the attention from Louis Anderson again.
And the fucking Foo Fighters drummer just died.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I saw somebody post an image like related to that. It's like, imagine being a drummer in a band and losing your front man, and then being a front man of your own band and losing your drummer.
Oh fuck.
God damn.
I'm like, fuck. Oh shit.
That's just a little bit of spice right there.
What's really weird is Dave
It's
Grohl
true,
still
though.
parties hard. He was on the Hot Ones like a month ago, and he was just mixing drinks and pouring shots for him and Sean. And it was like, by the end of it, it was like, holy shit, he's trashed. This is great.
Can he even feel the wings at this point?
Yeah, it's like
Pop, he's too rich. He's gonna last at least another decade.
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of something I was talking about with a few people in other Discords that were not that long ago. It's just like, it's like, it's hard to imagine now, like, when you look back at, like, all those, like, hardcore, like, drug taking, like, heavy drinking, grunge frontmen from the 90s. It's just like, pretty much all of them are gone, except Eddie Vedder.
Yeah.
Like, he's still here.
Yeah, Eddie Vedder and Dave Grohl. That's about it.
Like, Eddie was the one that everybody was expecting was going to die young.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say, only the good die young. So I guess they're not that good. Hot takes.
Yeah. What? Who? Why?
Yeah. Big J. Ogerson's been trying to make this joke land for like 2 weeks now. The drummer from the Foo Fighters died. He finally succumbed to the Foo.
That is so dumb.
Yeah, it's so dumb. But he keeps doing it over and over again, which makes it hilarious for me. Wait, you guys are just learning about this?
Learning about what?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what Pav is confused
Yeah,
about.
are you Taylor Hawkins? Dead at 50?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it hasn't even been a month yet.
If
Yeah,
we're your
like,
source of news, things have gotten bad, Pav.
I mean, there could be worse sources. Like MSNBC.
I was going to say something, but I'm going to leave it at that.
Because he died like a champ.
Have they released how he died yet?
Yeah. Hold on, let me. I'm just gonna.
You know what's really nice is I have a very talkative baby on my lap right now, and you guys can't hear shit.
You don't get to classify what this show is, Crab.
It's not satire, it's not news, it's called shooting the shit.
Yeah. It's a comedy show that covers the news.
There's a reason it's under the just chatting category.
Yeah.
You know, satire would imply that there's some kind of writing process going on.
Yeah, or that like
Satire would imply we have a plan.
satire would imply that we're doing a bunch of fake shit. These are our real reactions to the actual news.
Yeah. Live action, poor life decisions. I like that shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, not far from the truth. I mean, we've got Jables with the lion's share.
Yeah, Crab, if you want top donor status, you're going to have to fight Larry for that, and I have to say you're already way behind.
Yeah.
Hell, you're still behind Mickey.
Who we haven't seen in a little bit.
Okay.
She's given the most subs on the channel. Yep. She has not been topped.
There's no technically about it, Puff. That's not how it works.
Yeah. It's not how it works metaphorically as well.
Yeah. This is just it's non-functional.
I'd say you're our top contributor between like sending news articles or like creating clips
or being the butt of the joke.
Yeah.
Crab gets a tier 1
sub. You contribute the most to the show, I guess.
19
but you're not
subs.
our top donator.
Yeah. Yeah, there's there's a reason why Larry is listed as a showrunner, even though he's never been on the show.
Yeah. Refuses to come on the show.
Coward.
Refuses to hang out in voice chats in general, pretty much.
So yeah, electrodes in your brain let you talk to people.
Yeah, like a normal person.
It's very ableist of you, Jables.
You know what? Judging on the first couple things he asked for, I don't think he'd mind.
You know, I actually would agree with you on that. I don't think he'd mind.
I think he'd give me a high five if he could.
He'll ask someone to hold up his hand for him.
Yeah. It'll take 3 days for him to type out the sentence, but it. You know, win some, you lose some.
So yeah,
getting into the last portion of the show now.
Yeah, technically we're just waiting for Nick to go live at this point.
Yeah. By the way, Taylor Hawkins had 10 substances in his system when he died. Those were opioids, benzodiazepines, tricyclic antidepressants, and THC. That's
So,
not 10 things.
It's like, somebody was having a good time.
Yeah.
Or at least
No,
trying
he's just
to.
partying it up. It looks like it was an overdose situation.
Yeah.
Just partying too hard.
So one overdosed on lead, the other overdosed on drugs.
That's one way to put it.
His shoes were still on. Somebody gave him that.
God damn it.
Oh god, that was fucked.
I like it.
Yeah, I did too.
Here, Rimshee, you want to cover that satire article that I posted?
Sure.
Since we're killing some time before Nick starts.
Yeah.
I thought this one was
Man
pretty
goes to astounding lengths to find family history of Parkinson's rather than admitting he's going through alcohol withdrawal.
Oh no.
Boston. Friends and relatives of local resident Brian Gibbs have reported that the 28-year-old has insisted for years that his frequent tremors are due to a family history of Parkinson's as opposed to a case of DTs. Brian likes to hit the sauce pretty hard. We all do. But the guy doesn't seem to want to admit the obvious to himself. Noted longtime friend Adam Rooney said. He said his great-grandmother and his mom's side had it, but one time I made a joke about him having the shakes. He got really defensive and said his doctor told him he had a 40% chance of developing Parkinson's and started tearing through his desk claiming he had it in writing. I told him to chill. It was just a joke, but he got really quiet for a while, and then out of nowhere he just said he wasn't alcoholic.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem.
Kind of putting a damper on my birthday party, Rooney added. Gibbs confirmed aspects of the story, but questions Rooney's narrative. Sorry about spilling on you. Too much caffeine gets me jittery. Said a violently shaking Gibbs while attempting to bring a coffee cup to his lips. I don't know what Adam's trying to imply. I told him, and everyone else, for that matter, that I have a family history. I showed them my 23andMe, and it said people with ancestry of Dungannon region of Ireland are more likely to have Parkinson's, which accounts for 3% of my DNA. So I don't know where everyone is coming from with all that. We're not judging you, but have you ever considered you drink too much bullshit? Experts on the subject weighed in, saying the stigma placed on addiction has led to an increase in finding any possible ailment similar to alcohol withdrawal. I've heard just about every single excuse in the book these booze heads will come up with, stated Dr. John Freeney of Sloan Kettering. Sometimes it's they mix their medication or they don't really eat much that day, but at the end of the day, they just hit the bottle pretty fucking hard, and their bodies are not reacting to having a regular cycle of alcohol in them. Unlike me, for example, I'm just getting older and can't really hold my liquor like I used to, which likely comes from my mom's side. At press time, Gibbs was asking for Excedrin for the killer migraine he weirdly woke up with.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for us, everybody.
Yup.
Yep. Thank you all for joining us. It's been another pleasant Friday with all of you. I think tonight went pretty well.
Yeah. We
It's
actually got
amazing
shit
what a little
done.
bit of like organizing the articles does.
Jables actually did something for the show, but
We
I'm waiting on
actually
finding
got
them.
shit done.
I got out of the weird funk I've been in for like 6 months. I'm sorry, guys. My bad. Yeah. Love y'all. I'll see you over on the Laughing Scoundrel.
We're rating. Have a good night, everyone.
Everybody.
Late.
All right. Good night.